Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today we will be talking about the Negro Speaks of Rivers 1921 poem, written by Langston Hughes. First, let's take a look at Langston Hughes' biography.
James Mercer Langston Hughes was born in Joplin, Missouri on February 1, 1902 and educated at Lincoln University in Pennsylvania. He published his first poem, The Negro Speaks of Rivers, in Crisis magazine in 1921 while studying at Columbia University. He spent time in Paris and after returning to the United States, he worked as a busboy in Washington, D.C. It was there in 1925 that his literary skills were discovered after he left 3 of his poems beside the plate of American poet Vachel Lindsay, who recognized Hughes' abilities and helped publicize his work. Langston Hughes was active in social and political causes, using his poetry as a vehicle for cultural protest. Hughes wrote in several literary genres, including poetry, plays, short stories, and novels. He is best known for his poetry, using jazz and black folk rhymes in his work, ignoring classical forms in favor of the oral and improvisational traditions of black culture. Langston Hughes was an influential figure in the Harlem Renaissance of the 1920s, and he died in 1967.
After a long time of residing regime, he finally found a job on a board on a ship sailing for Africa. He struggle of the break of the Negro in the World War began from this trip as he wondered what this mandatory tip meant to the South. As they traveled to America to be sold and traded, the rich dog then led him to think about the rivers of the past is in fact his African past. So, we are looking literary text The Negro Speaks of Rivers by Langston Hughes. Hey, today we're going to analyze the Negro poem in our Hughes collection, and it's called The Negro Speaks of Rivers, so similar to the other analysis of the poems. I'll read it first. I'll review any poetic device, and then we get into the analytical aspect of it. Okay. Alright, here we go. The Negro Speaks of Rivers. First, some poetic devices that are solo repetition, which is highlight. Here we have this phrase, my soul has gone deep, like the rivers, and the last sentence and these two cards and also be considered a simile. That's why I underline soul and light delivers soul comparing soul and livers using light. We also have imagery. Okay, figure it out and that in regarding analysis I highlight I brought, I view, I look, I heard so are being repeated but have restatement as well. Remember, this speech. We also did repetition and we focus on restatement. So those are the three that you should be looking at: repetition, simile, restatement, and imagery. Okay, next, respect this star. I did you give your define of liver? You should know what kind of body water it is and it usually flow in one direction. Alright, here we going analyze. I know livers accident as the word, so here Jesus used to say the word, so here God used to say that livers itself. It is the speaker essence store, liver as or as the planet Earth. So this is what say ascent as the world other than the fall of human blood. So think about the beginning of the time. Here my soul has got deep like the liver soul again referring back to livers as his essence store. Our speaker's soul is rooted in with this essence store, and then it seems as his ancestors have witnessed many important events in history, and this stanza explains its first line in this stanza are brought in the Europeans when they were young. Then he talks about the Congo, the Nile, and then the Mississippi. First, I do to discuss these rivers, these four. So, first we have Europe's location is within Asia and is combining these three countries, and this rivers was during this Mesopotamia. Congo is the second large river in Africa, and the Euphrates is the longest river in Western Asia. Nile is the next river that Hughes discussed, and that is in Northeast Africa. And this last line, he repeats it again from here my soul has grown deep like the rivers. So again he is saying here that his identity of being black is from ancient black culture. So the fact that he refer back to these important rivers, and again these rivers symbolize his ancestor. Okay, I hope you understand this analytical.
About the poem, what is the subject matter of this poem, or what is the poem about? Introduces himself by telling us that he has known rivers and that his soul has come to be as deep as a river. Then he explains to us just how that transformation took place. He must be one ancient man because he has been around for thousands of years. He used to go swimming the Euphrates River when Earth was just a baby. He lived near Congo River in Central Africa. He helped to build the pyramids in Egypt almost 4,000 years ago. He heard the Mississippi River sing when President Abraham Lincoln took a boat ride down to New Orleans. He tells us again that he has known lots of ancient, dusky rivers, and that his soul has become as deep as these rivers. How does Hughes use the river as an important symbol? Or what does the river symbolize? The rivers he has known in his lifetime and represent the community of individuals, and the rivers become a metaphor for the history, spirit, and wisdom of Africans and African Americans. What is the theme of this poem? First, perseverance. From I've known rivers ancient as the world and older than the flow of human blood in human veins. Race, from and I've seen its muddy bosom turn all golden in the sunset. Memory and the past. I've known rivers ancient as the world and older than the flow of human blood in human veins. And I built my hut near Congo, and it lulled me to sleep. Freedom and confinement. From I heard the singing of the Mississippi when Abe Lincoln went down to New Orleans. 3 reasons why we should read this poem. First, this poem is essential in the historically equal rights movement of black people in America. Second reason, this poem portrays the oppressed slavery of black people. Our speaker uses a simile to compare the death of his soul to that of the rivers. The dusky nature of the rivers is perhaps a metaphor for both skin color, but also the shadows and darkness that haunt our speaker's past. And the last reason, the poem also portrays black culture and also reflects the issues of ethnic and racism that are overlooked by Americans.